Russian President Vladimir Putin delivered a speech to the public after a terrorist attack in Moscow left at least 143 people dead. On March 23, Russian President Vladimir Putin delivered a speech to the Russian people about the terrorist attack on the evening of March 22 at the Crocus City Theater in Moscow. Mr. Putin said he condolences to the relatives of the victims of the brutal terrorist attack. He affirmed that investigative and law enforcement agencies will do everything possible to find out the details of the attack. He said it was clear that Russia was facing a pre-planned mass murder of civilians. He said that the gunman killed people in cold blood. He pledged that all perpetrators, organizers, and sponsors of the terrorist attack in Crocus City will be appropriately punished. Russia will verify and punish all those involved. He said Russia is aware of the threat of terrorism and will cooperate with all countries that share this pain with us. He called the terrorist attack a bloody and barbaric act when hundreds of innocent civilians became victims. The president thanked the paramedics, firefighters, and rescuers who did everything to save the victim's life. He declared that March 24 would be a day of national mourning. He pledged to provide necessary support to all those affected. According to him, all 4 suspects directly involved in the incident were arrested when they tried to flee to Ukraine. Previously, Russian officials said that the suspects were arrested near the Russia-Ukraine border. On the other hand, Ukraine has stated that it is not involved in the terrorist incident. Mr. Putin affirmed that additional anti-terrorism measures have been applied in Moscow and other regions. He emphasized that the common task of the Russian people is to unite so that no side can sow panic and discord in the country's society. On the evening of March 22, a group of armed people broke into the theater hall in Crocus City and began attacking people in the auditorium right before the music program took place. Sputnik said the death toll from the attack has increased to 143 and another 107 victims are being treated in hospital. Russian authorities warned that the number of casualties could increase in the coming hours. Russia has arrested a total of 11 suspects. An arrested suspect confessed that he planned to commit murder for money. At first, this person said he was promised to transfer 500,000 rubles, $5,400, but only half the amount was transferred to his account. However, later, the suspect said he was promised a payment of about 1 million rubles. After the attack, Moscow cancelled all mass gathering events this weekend, placing 4 airports in Moscow on high alert. The Russian government requested all Russian embassies around the world to fly flags at half-mast to commemorate the victims. Authorities said it could take rescue forces several days to search and clean up the rubble after the attack. Meanwhile, investigators have stepped in to find the perpetrator and motive for the attack.